Kim. All right, so we have a lovely full-ish house today, which is fantastic on this beautiful sunny Sunday morning. And we're going to get started. I'm going to mix things up a little bit as we wait for our guest pianist to arrive. But did anybody notice that our drummer was playing the piano just now? Kelby, huh? All right, Kelby will be back in a moment. And so I just want to welcome everyone to another Celebrate Sunday here at the Victoria Truth Center. And I'm looking around, and there's no one who's brand new today for the first time. So I don't need to ask that question, but I will ask, why are we here? Why did everybody show up today? And I'm thinking that I might get a whole bunch of different answers, but that all could kind of converge into this one thing that we come together to do, and that is to remember that there is only one thing going on. And so whether we call this thing energy, creativity, love, God, source, spirit, beauty, nature, the quantum field, a whole bunch of other things, the word or label that we ascribe to it is so much less important than actually showing up as that, feeling that, being that, more in our individual lives, and then as we come together in community. And when we come together in community, then not only do we get to show up as the love that we are, but we get to champion and amplify that in everyone and everything around us, right? So this is one of the main reasons that we come together, and that we don't sit at home in our rooms in our meditation chair with a candle lit on our own all the time. We come together so that we can be around other people who are vibrating at a higher level of consciousness, or who may need some support, and we can lend that higher level of consciousness that we're vibrating at to them. So community is about coming together, about sharing experiences, about being present for and with each other as the love that we truly are. So how does that sound on a Sunday morning here at VTC? Woo! Fantastic. All right. And so I'm going to ask Kelby, what should we do?
Hello. I think that good morning, everyone. I think that we should, like the song says, everybody get up on your feet.
Okay. All right.
See the love in everybody you meet. They say that the most important thing in music is melody and rhythm, so we got it covered. Right. We've got a whole choir in the house.
All right, I am going to invite everyone to stand up who'd like to stand up. This is one of my favorites. This feels very loud from here. I don't know how loud it is in the room. Yeah? Okay. And so One Big Family by Gary Lynn Floyd, who is a powerhouse in the New Thought music world. And could we have the first slide, please? All right, there we go. Okay. Yeah.
Should we get a little stepping and clapping for us?
Woo! All right, so you got to sing your hearts out today. And I know there's like a groove section here that loves to sway side to side and clap on the 2s and 4s. All right. I guess I'm just starting then, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Here we go.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Everybody get up on your feet. Woo-hoo. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet.
you meet. Woo! Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. All right, everybody, go ahead and greet your neighbor. Thank you to everyone who's joining us online, on YouTube. Nice to see you too. Say hello, put something in the chat. Let us know that you're here.
Get up on your feet. See the light. Everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light. Everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Woo! Way to go, VTC! That's amazing! Thank you! All right, go ahead and sit down. Thank you, Kelby McNair on vocals and drums. Let's give him a hand.
Well,
That's a
thank you.
lot to hold that
Thank you,
down.
everybody. Thank you, Lesia.
Holy moly. Okay, I'm going to switch mics for a sec. And we're here at Celebrate. We already went over that at the beginning. And actually, what we can do is remember where it is that we are gathering. That we are gathering on Lekwungen territorial land, the land of the Songhees and Esquimalt nations, whose enduring stewardship of the land, sky, and sea sustains all life that flows through here. We honor their profound reverence for the energies of these sacred spaces. What a blessing, gift, and privilege it is to be able to live and breathe and work and play and co-create together upon these sacred lands. So today, in this and all now moments, may our community that is growing and evolving and transforming uphold this legacy of care and interconnectedness that the Lekwungen peoples have and continue to embody in all that we learn and manifest here. Okay, now, this will be interesting. Are we doing it in B flat?
B flat or C? Take your pick.
B flat, not C.
I know more of the white keys than the black keys. Well, I mean, it's just all right there.
Yeah, now we need you back at the drums so you can do the ba-boom. All right, could we have the first lyric slide, please? I'm actually going to bring this here. So this is a tune that I know many of you are familiar with, and so I invite you to sing along, please, if you wish. And whether you sing or whether you just close your eyes and receive, this is an opportunity for all of us to just turn our focus and attention within, to our hearts, to that incredible, amazing power, presence, and profundity that is the very essence of our being. That is the very inception of everyone and everything. And I'm just taking a few moments because my heart is still really beating from that opening tune. So this is a beautiful, beautiful contemplative and introspective tune by Faith Rivera, Karen Drucker, and David Roth. And so for those who want to, I do invite you to join me. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am stronger every moment, every day. My mind is willing and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let spirit be my guide. I vow to live a life that's real and pure and free, as I continue walking in this mystery. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am stronger every moment, every day. I will surrender to this now moment, right here, right now. Simply allowing for whatever it is that wants to happen next. Allowing for whatever it is that is ready to come through. Whatever it is that is ready to be revealed. Knowing that there is that in each and every individual present, whether in person, online, right here, or in the future, that is already receiving whatever it is that is theirs to receive. And so as we keep moving through our time together today on this first day of our month of connection, what a gift and a blessing it is to be in community, to be here together, to surrender, to open up, to trust, to lean on when we don't necessarily feel that wholeness, allness, and wellness of our being completely. And so what a gift and a blessing it is to be together, to celebrate the love we truly are, to live life lovingly, and to know that love is indeed our true nature. So as we move through the rest of our time together today, I am so grateful and so very much appreciate the opportunity to be in community, knowing that as we open up to the infinite possibilities of what connection and community can look and feel like, that the community and connection, the evolution of VTC is already making itself known, right here, right now, and in each now moment. So with such gratitude and reverence for what is possible and what has been, I simply release my word as law, knowing that today's Celebrate Sunday is already a beautiful, successful, and celebratory done deal in the mind of God, in the quantum field of infinite potentiality. So I release, I let go, and I bask in this infinite flow as together we affirm, and so it is. There may be walls, there may be roadblocks in my way, but I can choose to take a higher path each day. And now I know that what I thought was safe and sound was only habit and regret that held me down. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am kinder every moment, every day. And I'm more loving every moment, every day. I will surrender every moment, every day. So just basking in this beautiful, beautiful sea of love, this highest level of consciousness, this frequency of joy and acceptance and peace. And taking a moment to bring into our mind's eye and into our hearts someone we know could do with some spiritual support, with some affirmative prayer. And as we bring all of our people, all of our beloveds into our hearts, let us all simply focus on the wholeness, allness, and wellness of everyone. I invite everyone to receive a gentle cleansing breath in and release. Opening your eyes if you haven't already. Thank you so much for your presence and your consciousness and the love that you are. All right, so switching gears. New month, new theme, and Kelby, you can sit down for a little bit. Thank you. New month, new theme, and that means that we are moving into a month of connection. And the affirmation to go with our theme, which comes from the VTC ValYous Compass, is we nurture relationships and curate experiences to cultivate wholeness. And so this comes from our community, from the visionings that happened a couple of years ago. And so this is something that came up again and again and again when people were asked about, why are we coming together? Like, instead of just sitting at home or doing stuff not randomly, there is no random, but doing stuff maybe less intentionally, why do we come together in community on a regular basis to, what is it? Well, we come together so that we can nurture relationships, right? So that we can actually hang out with each other. We can get to know each other a little bit more. We can, I'm not sure, oh, is it the sun?
No, I'm just looking.
Okay. So that we can connect with each other. This is the big thing. The people are coming here, whether you come from a New Thought background or not, People are coming here to connect. People are coming here to feel like they belong somewhere. People are coming here to be seen and heard and accepted and valued exactly as they are, no matter what. And because we have these incredible teachings where we're teaching that there's only one thing going on, because there's only one, there's no separation, that means everyone and everything is that. And because of these two amazing things, that, oh my gosh, we are super powerful beings who get to create our life experience. That no one's doing it for us, no proverbial puppet strings, right? No separate entity that is sitting on a cloud or on a throne or somewhere else that is dictating how our life is going to unfold. We are the ones who are choosing every single moment how it is that we are experiencing our life. And even if circumstances stay exactly the same, we can have a completely different experience from one now moment to the next, just by shifting our perspective, choosing some new thoughts, starting to tell a new story, opening our heart more fully so that we can more fully experience and radiate the love that we are. All of that is possible for all of us. And no one is more or less capable on any given occasion. We are all that power. We are all that capability. We all have that capacity for all of it, every single moment of every single day. And so we come here to also curate experiences so that we can experience more of that. We can feel more of that. We can show up as, feel the love that we are, and share that love with everyone and everything around. So because this is the first day that this is happening for this month, I'm actually just going to ask everyone to sit with this and just allow for this affirmation, this pillar statement, to really land and let it stir up whatever it is that is happening in you, knowing that it's all okay. All right? Everything is okay, exactly as you are, exactly the way you feel. If you're feeling nothing, that's okay. But I invite us all to open up to this affirmation and to our theme of connection for the next month, and just get curious and start to notice, how is connection informing your life experience? How is connection informing your relationships? How is connection informing the way you show up for yourself, others, and our world? Okay? All right. So now, moving on to a talk. And I got to tell you, this morning was one of those mornings where I'm like, what's the talk? What is it that wants to be shared? And just so you know, there's no title slide today, so you can just leave it here for the whole thing. And there's no talk title slide because the talk came just moments before we were leaving, and I'm like, I'm not going to try and find a picture in 5 minutes. So you get to use your imaginations today. Anyway, so month of connection. Connection can mean so many different things, the context of it, people, places, things, memories, ideas, insights. And I got to tell you, boy, oh boy, oh boy, have I been experiencing and receiving and tuning into a lot of insights since I came back from Nashville, and then especially since I fell off this stage last Saturday. And so last night, Glenn and I had the opportunity to go to a birthday party. And it's someone that we know, not very well, but it was just such a delight to be invited. And so when we arrived at the restaurant, the birthday gal, wasn't there yet, so we weren't sure that we were in the right place. But then we were ushered over and like, yeah, this is it. And then I'm like, oh, I know you, I know you, I know you. And then as people started to arrive, what was so super cool was there were all of these connections with people that have all been here or know each other through here or have reconnected or reunited through VTC. And even when people were asking Glenn and I, how do you know so-and-so? I had to kind of think, like, I'm not exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure it's through VTC. And so it was just so neat to be like, wow, I had no idea that they knew each other or that whatever, but like this seems to be a hub of connection for people, which is, I just think is so super cool. And so that was really neat to see. And then as the evening sort of ended, well, for us anyway, we decided to go home. Then there was a couple that was sitting over 2 tables over, and I was very aware that they were sitting there, but they weren't really part of our conversation, and so I wasn't super curious about who they were, but I was just like, they were really in my purview. And as we all gathered for a big group photo, I think just after the cake came out or maybe before the cake came out or something, all of a sudden I realized, oh my gosh, I know this guy. It was someone that I know from Toronto from about 15 years ago when I used to have my bakery. And there were these super cool, fun, I don't even know what to call them. They weren't cabarets, but they were these gatherings that a very well-connected woman in Toronto who had some money to share would put on these events called Buddha Groove. And the bakery that I had was one of the food vendors that would come to these events. And the person that we ran into last night, Prasad Freeman, he was the guy on stage with his sitar and different instruments and all of this equipment and everything. And we would just like eat amazing food. We would dance our faces off. It was sort of a like super fun networking opportunity for small artisanal business owners. And then it was a fundraising thing too. I don't remember what the organizations were, but all because this one woman had this idea of I want to bring all of these cool people who do these neat things together so that we can have a really good time in community and to connect, right? And so at first he didn't remember me, but as we started talking, he's like, oh, yeah. And then, were you at this thing? Yeah. And oh, I remember this thing. And all these like connections of the memories that we had, started coming up. And then he thought of stuff that I couldn't remember either. And so the whole evening just really made me sort of tune into like, what's connection all about? And how cool it can be and how fun it can be and how sort of life affirming it can be when you discover and make these connections, whether they are with people, whether it is something that you're noticing, whether it's an insight that comes up from after falling off the stage, like did for me last week. And so what came to me was, what's happening here? Like we're in this month of connection. And so what is happening here? What's alive for me in the moment? So there was this birthday party thing that happened last night that has a few connections to VTC. And then this morning, I was signing 50 letters that are going out with the income tax return, receipts, income tax receipts. And as a thank you and as showing appreciation for this community's generosity and intentionality with how it stewards this community financially. And as I'm signing my name to all of these letters, a letter that I wrote, I'm connecting with every single individual as I write their name, as I sign my name, just sharing that one sort of like intimate moment, for like 5 seconds or whatever it took to sign each letter. And so feeling connected to so many of you sitting here, because I know so many of you are getting one of those letters and are getting a receipt. And then a few weeks ago, we also the board finished the membership renewal drive, where every board member had an opportunity to connect with like 12 to 15-ish members and have a conversation with people about, what does community mean to you? How are you feeling about VTC these days? Are you, interested in renewing your membership? And for most people, there was a renewal, but for some people, it was like, no, thank you, I'm good. And for those people, it just wasn't a fit anymore. For those people, it wasn't a priority anymore. And that's okay, right? Because we evolve from one moment to the next. And so just because we had a membership somewhere for 25 years doesn't mean that we have to keep going with that forward if it doesn't connect, if it doesn't resonate with us, right? And to me, that's being in integrity. That is being in integrity with who and what you are and what it is that serves you. And it's being in integrity with our community too, because it means that you're not, for lack of a better phrase, taking up space. and it means that the people who are left are people who are truly committed. Which brought me to, what is it that we're really committing to? I say many, many times as we build community together. And then as I was signing these letters, as I was thinking about all of those, incredible connections that I witnessed and noticed yesterday, and as these conversations happened, and I see some of the things that were said by people that I didn't connect with, but that other board members connected with, the question that came to mind to me this morning was, are we truly building community, or are we just growing on paper? And that's not a right or wrong question. It's not a judgment. It's a genuine curiosity that I have. And I'm seeing people here that come almost every Sunday, and I'm seeing people here that have been members for a long time, and I'm seeing people here that come once in a while. And this is a different experience for everyone. And there's no right or wrong way to participate in community. There's no right or wrong way, number of times you show up. There's no right or wrong way. But my curiosity is, what does community mean to you? Because I have my ideas, I have my perspective on what community is, but just because I have a certain perspective doesn't necessarily mean that perspective jives with you, right? And so going forward, especially as we approach the AGM next month on Sunday, April 12th from 1 to 3 p.m., there will be a slide later in the show to remind you, mark your calendars if you haven't already. I would like to invite everyone, whether you are present here in person today, watching online, or part of this community in some form, to really get clear on what this community means to you. And community, it's not just about membership. It's not just about filling out a membership form, submitting it. The board's like, yeah, we'd love to have this person, part of our community. What does it mean for you? And so we got some of those answers, when we talked to people, but I know that there's so much more. So there's going to be an opportunity for some conscious connection in just a few minutes, and maybe you want to talk about some of that stuff there, but I also encourage you to email me, email info@ with some of your ideas, email, who are the board members here today? There's Linda, there's Mary, there's Kathy, there's myself, okay? Talk to your board members and let them know what community means to you and any sort of ideas that you might have. And so just moving into a slightly different direction, yesterday we had our third prayer class, and in that prayer class we talked about labeling versus experience. We talked about studying stuff, reading about it, talking about it, learning about it, and then really embodying it. And then the topic that I talked about yesterday was safety. And not like physical safety, well, kind of, but safety for expansion, safety for stepping into something new, safety into different and unfamiliar. And the reason that I was talking about that is because this is a prayer class, and prayer is something that is affirmational, at least the way that we do it. Prayer is affirming the inherent truth, the wholeness of a person, a situation, an experience, no matter what is going on. But here's the deal. No matter how many years you study, no matter how many years you practice, if there are stories and imprints and conditioning and beliefs that are hanging out in the subjective mind that are anchored and founded and grounded and tethered to trauma, to negativity, to discord, to not feeling safe, then trying on something like peace and calm and expansiveness is a threat. And no matter how good you are with your 5-step prayer, no matter how intentional you are about using your conscious mind to just, really open up to these possibilities, these infinite possibilities of being, knowing that it's really your heart that's doing the work, and it's not even the heart that's doing the work. We're just opening up and allowing the truth of our being to be more fully experienced. But if the body, if the nervous system feels unsafe because it feels like a threat, even though it's like such good stuff, then we're going to shut down. Our nervous system is going to go, no way. We're going to go into survival mode, and then it's going to be really, really challenging to continue affirming something and experience that affirmation in form. And so I introduced a whole bunch of nervous system reset tools yesterday, some mindfulness tools, some breath stuff, so that we could signal safety in our bodies before we try on something new, unfamiliar, different, and expansive. And then when we do experience that new, unfamiliar, different, and expansive, to go, oh my gosh, I want more of that. I feel totally safe with this new, amazing, powerful, expansive feeling and experience. It's totally safe, it's not threatening, and I can totally experience more of that. That's a butterfly hug. It's just one form of nervous system resetting. And so the reason I bring that up is because our community is growing. Our community is expanding. This organization is continually evolving. And what was is very different from what is probably quite different from what can be. And so I've only been here for 2.5 years. Like, I am so new to this community, as are some of you sitting in these seats. And then there are some of you who have been part of this community and this organization, I see Ed smiling, for decades upon decades. I talk to people who have been members longer than I've been alive, you know? And so to experience new and different and unfamiliar, even if it's like the most well-intended thing, can feel like a threat because it's unfamiliar. And so what I really, really, really want to do, again, especially as we move towards this AGM, where there was going to be a few more board members, like some are coming off, some are coming on, so there's going to be a new iteration of the board, to come in super clear about what it is the community means to us and how it is that we're connecting. You know, when I think some of the other new thought centers that are here, they are established. They have been going strong for a long time. And those communities are like ingrained. And I feel like here, we're kind of just getting started. And so my question to you is, what are you willing to invest in this community that you're a part of? Because it's not just about membership, you know, or like being something on a piece of paper on a list. It's about participation. It's about intention. It's about active investment. And so there is a collective consciousness to our organization. There's a collective consciousness to this community. There's a collective nervous system to this community. And we all make that up, okay? No one individual here is responsible for VTC as a whole. And just because I stand at the front of the room and I have the title spiritual director, doesn't mean that it's all about me. This is community. Right? Everyone is part and parcel of this community, so we all, if we are really building community together, let's build community together. But we can only build it together if you are super clear on what this community means to you, individually, for yourself. And I'm inviting you to do that, okay? Especially through this month of connection. So in the end, my question is, are we truly building community? And if you say yes to this, what does your yes to VTC truly mean? Is this community worth investing in? And if yes, how are you prepared to invest? Because community is something not something we attend, it is something we take responsibility for individually and as a collective. Thank you, and so it is. So now is time for conscious connection, and I know that for some of you this is not a thing. That's okay, but for those of you who would like to get, you know, into a conversation with someone and maybe like chew on some of what you just experienced, then I invite you to just shift your chairs into groups of 3 or 4, and I will ding the meditation bowl in about 8 minutes. Okay? Thank you. 2-minute warning, 2-minute warning. All right, come on back, everyone. All right, the You Are Beautiful blessing box is about to come around. Brand spanking new affirmation. Well, they're always new, but connection is the theme. There you go, Tricia. All right, and as that is going around, I'm actually going to invite Kathy Chamberlain up to the room. Let's all give Kathy a hand. Back by popular demand. Do you want to come up here with me or no? Actually, come on this side. Yeah. Okay.
And so how much time do I have now? Because you just spurred this whole thing.
Just like a minute or two, right? Because you could tell us a long story. Okay, all right, so we have our generosity affirmation on the screen here, but before we declare our generosity affirmation, especially because I was signing all of these letters this morning, connecting with you guys over generosity, I wanted to hear from one of our members to be able to share with you too what generosity means to her and why Kathy Chamberlain, who is not just a member but a board member on the Greeters Committee, the Hospitality Committee, I think that's it for now, and the Nominations Committee as well, right?
She laughs. I should be worried, eh? She laughs.
Anyway, Kathy, what does generosity and giving mean to you? And hold your mic like this, like so. Okay. Yeah.
So what does generosity mean to me? Well, it means being just expressive in who I am. So for me, it's about generosity for the Victoria Tree Center is I come here for spiritual growth. Generosity is my way of giving back to the community for the spiritual growth that I receive here. And so there's different ways I do that. I do that from giving from a financial standpoint that meets with my aligned spending plan for my personal life. I give of my time. She just explained to you how I give my time to this community, and my talents, who I am, that fits into those two areas. And the reason that I do that and the reason that I'm generous is because community is so important, meeting with people of like-mindedness, coming and connecting on a spiritual level with people for my own growth and for the greater good growth of the greater good consciousness in our whole world.
I got one thing to add to that, Kathy. Because I can't drive anymore, Kathy ensures that I get to a lot of places I have to go. And that's
Because Barb can't drive anymore right now, then Kathy ensures that Barb gets to the places she needs to go to. Yeah. Thank you, Kathy, very, very much. All right. I'm going to be inviting more of you to come up here and share your thoughts and feelings on giving and generosity as well. So get ready. All right. So speaking of, Kathy just mentioned there are so many ways to be generous of spirit. And so we have started something new recently, and that is instead of this bowl of abundance sitting at the back of the room, we are actually all passing it around the room and having a chance to hold it for just a few moments. And whether you put something in today, physical or not, this is my contribution for today, I invite everyone to just pause when the bowl comes to you and just put in an intention for abundance and prosperity for yourself and for our center, okay? So I'm going to pass the bowl around this end. Thank you. And then I'm actually going to invite Reverend Blenda to come out up at the stage so that you're here and at the ready. And then as the your blessing box, your beautiful box is going around, and as the abundance bowl is going around, let us declare this generosity affirmation together. In gratitude I give, in gratitude I receive. By embracing generosity with enthusiasm and delight, I celebrate the infinite possibilities of living life lovingly, and so it is. All right, so hang out here for just a few more moments, and I think we have the song next. Next slide. Yes, okay, so our giving song is Love, Sweet Love by Amy Steinberg, who we all remember put on a super awesome concert here a couple of years ago. And these are the lyrics. This is it right here, okay? So Kelby's at the piano again, Mr. Multi-Talented.
Goodness gracious.
Wearing all sorts of hats today. All right, so I invite you to just open up that wellspring of generosity and you tune in to, abundance, prosperity, what it feels like, and let's sing Love, Sweet Love together. Love, sweet love, surrounds me now. Love, sweet love, comes through. Love, sweet love, surrounds me now. Love is the only true. Love, sweet love, surrounds me now. Love, sweet love, comes through. Love, sweet love, surrounds me now. Love is the only true.
Thank you, love. In gratitude and appreciation, we move forward knowing that we are part of this whole. We are part of love, and our possibilities are infinite. Thank you. We move forward, and so it is.
Love, sweet love, surrounds me now. Love, sweet love, comes through. Love, sweet love, surrounds me now. Love is the only true. Love, sweet love, surrounds me now. Love is the only true. Love is the only truth. One more time. Love is the only truth. Beautiful. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Reverend Blenda. All right, switching mics. So if you or someone you know is in need of some spiritual support, then there is a little butterfly box over there on the table. There are some prayer requests in there already. Please feel free to add yours to the mix. Any prayer that's in there, any prayer that goes to prayers@victoriatruthcenter.org goes to our VTC prayer team so that we can pray for you and or yours affirmatively. That means no matter what's going on, we are knowing the truth for you. I think we need the abundance bowl over this, babe, please. Thank you, good sir. All right, so here is the save the date for the AGM slide. Isn't it beautiful? No, right there. For people. He knows how to do the tech stuff. He doesn't necessarily know how to pass the bowl. Okay. All right, so save the date. 2026, the VTC AGM is happening on Sunday, April 12th. It's going to be right after Celebrate. There will be a light lunch served for those who stay for the AGM. And I please, not just invite you, but encourage you to come for this AGM because it is an important time to come together and vote, to share your voice on what it is that is happening at VTC and how this organization is evolving. So 1 to 3 p.m., light lunch beforehand. If you haven't marked your calendars, please do so already, but there will be a formal invitation coming from the board in a few weeks. All right, next. These are all the things that are happening in the VTC Sanctuary this month, okay? So the top events are our in-house events, and then the bottom events are the community events. And if you want any more information on any of them, as always, scan the QR code, which takes you to the events page on our website, or just go to the events page on our website. You can click on any event and find out how much, when, well, where, you know, and if there's anything else involved. And speaking of, next slide, this very Thursday, there is a chamber concert happening here by a group called Trio Aurora. That's them in the picture there. And I don't know these composers, but they are presenting works by Rola Elizondo, Perry Enesco, and Hennessy. So I just think it's super cool that there's a chamber concert happening here in our space, and knowing how beautiful and rich this room sounds when music is played in it, I'm thinking it's going to be a very beautiful event. So if you want more information about that, go to the VTC website, go to the event, click on it, and you'll find out. Or read the newsletter that was sent out yesterday. Anybody here read that newsletter? Because there was information in there. I'm seeing a few nodding heads. Thank you. All right, so that is it for that. Does anybody have a brief community announcement that they would like to invite people into? Reverend Joanna.
Thank you, Rev.Lesia. The Peninsula Spiritual Living Circle will be meeting on March 18th from 1 to 3, and if you're interested in attending, please let me know.
All right, thank you. And anyone else have an announcement about something that they're involved in they'd like to share? Kelby's going to share something, and he's already got a mic. Fantastic.
Today at 2 p.m., the Elevate Trio, which is the resident trio on Wednesday nights, is also known as the Pablo Cardenas Latin Jazz Explosion. We played last night for a sold-out house at Herman's Jazz Club, which was super fun. But today at 2, we're doing a concert. It's technically one day after February, I know that, but this is when we could do it. So it's still a Black History Month concert celebrating Black history through the Americas. So at 2 p.m. from 2 until 3:30, admission by donation at James Bay United Church.
Thank you, Kelby. All right, fantastic. And can we just give Kelby a hand today, please, wearing all the band hats today? This is a first and totally rising to the occasion. Thank you, Kelby.
It's just like a drum set with a bunch of other little things, right?
Well, it is a percussion instrument.
How hard could it be?
Again, ba-bum. Okay, all right. Well, this is our final tune for today, so I'm going to invite those of you who'd like to stand up. And the lyrics are super simple, one slide only. We're just going to repeat it again and again and again until we feel complete. I love myself so much so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me. All right? Because it starts with us, right? All the love, it starts with us. I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me. I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me again. I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me. All right, how about spreading some love to your neighbor and just bless them for the week? You know, I love you, you're amazing. See you next week. Have an awesome week. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in on YouTube today. Thank you for being with us. Again, write something in the chat and let us know that you were here. And thank you to our band today, Mr. Kelby McNair, on piano, on vocals, on drums. Thank you to Reverend Blenda for the affirmative prayer. Thank you to Reverend Joanna for greeting. Thank you to all the board members who are here today, all the community members here today. Thank you to the tech people in the back. There's Glenn and Liam. Thank you, everyone, for just being the love that you are. I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me. I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me. One more time. I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much. Big finish. So you can start loving me. Woo! Thank you, celebrators. Thank you very much for being here in person, online. We love you. We appreciate you. We are so glad you're here, and we will see you next week. Thank you.